Hi there. Today we are going to work with the how to create the Splunk cluster. So for this, I have three nodes. I installed the Linux, Oracle Linux 8 on all the three nodes. So, where one node will be behaving like the CM, centralized manager, and two nodes will be behaving like the peer nodes. So before starting, let's take some precautions here. My operating systems on all the nodes are fully patched, updated, and then the first step will be we will follow the steps here. First, we need to open certain ports on all the nodes. Then we will copy the Splunk Enterprise on all the nodes under the opt folder. I have the .gz tar file, so I will enter which will install the Splunk Enterprise on all the nodes. I will enable the boot start so that as soon as we restart the Splunk, we start the nodes, Splunk will automatically get start. And after that, we will perform the setup for the cluster and peer nodes. So without wasting any time, let's jump into the field and let's start with our nodes here. As you can see, I am using my terminal window. So through which I'm going to SSH my nodes here. Splunk at the rate 192.168.10.10. Sorry, it's 31.10. Give the password. So I am on the node 1. Just verify the name is node01.local. I have just provided it a name. Let's start with the first step to open the ports in the firewall. Sudo firewall -cmd add hyphen port equal to 8000 slash TCP add hyphen port equal to 8089 slash TCP add port add port equal to 9997 slash TCP hyphen add port equal to 9887 slash TCP add hyphen port equal to 9887 TCP permanent. Provide the password here. Successfully open the ports. Sudo firewall -cmd reload. So this task has been done on the node 1. Same task will perform on the node 2 and node 3. In 1, 2, 3. Let's try to copy it from here if I will be able to. I don't know if I can, if it is allowing me to copy or paste here or not. Yeah, damn. I hope it should work. Perfect. Sudo firewall -cmd reload. And same task will perform on the third node as well. Sorry. Let's do it. Let me add 1, 2, 3. Happy with this part? Fine. Sudo firewall -cmd reload the firewall. That's all right. So all the nodes are ready. Now our main task is to copy that file, the tar file from my laptop to my Splunk environment. So for this I am using the WinSCP. host name IP address 192.168.31.10. Port number is okay. I'm using root variable here. I'm using the username as I'm logging in as root so that I won't face any challenge when I'm just copying the files here. Because I'm using the net in Hyper-V. I'm using the Hyper-V manager, Hyper-V. And Hyper-V I'm using the net, so it might take some time. Let's hope it should be okay, and I will open it. Move in the So I will copy the 9.3, Splunk 9.3. That is Splunk Enterprise 9.3 from, I have loads of Splunk options are available. I can use the RPM package as well. I can use any other package which is being utilized here. I can use any other package, but I'm looking for my TGZ package here. There is Splunk and copy it here. That's all right. Fine. We have 2.168.31.11, same root and password. Accept. So on my Hyper-V, I created the NAT virtual network. So means I'm using the internal network card, internal network switch, and I converted that internal network switch to the NAT setup card. So that's why I'm using this options. That's all right. Make sure our configuration, our hardware configuration, our resource should be of the same size on all the nodes. So one node will be used as the centralized management node, and rest of the two nodes will be our peering nodes here. 12, 2, 3, accept. Wow, that's all right. If it would have been like some other network card like bridge network, it would be much faster, but that's all right. We can live with this. So our first job is to install the Splunk, and we'll start the Splunk, and then we will perform rest of the task here. That's all right. We are happy with this. Let it be minimized. I don't want. Let's go to folder on the node, and we'll see my Splunk installable TGZ file is already copied here. So simple sudo tar xvf Splunk. That should be okay. It might take some time because it will install all the dependencies and require binaries. So it will take a minute or half a minute, but it will be quicker as compared to others. It will be much quicker. That's done. If we check now, we will find the Splunk folder has been created. Just go to the Splunk folder and we will find bin folder here. Just go to the bin. All the binaries which are used to run the Splunk will be available in the bin folders. Let's run the Splunk sudo Splunk. We can say the start because this is the first time starting, so we will accept the license. Hyphen accept license. That's all right. At this time, we are going to provide the administrator username. So this administrator username should be different from the username we logged into the Splunk on the Splunk system. So I am using spadmin is the username here. I am giving a very simple password, admin at the rate 123, admin at the rate 123, because this is a testing environment, so we can use any password here. But for the production environment, our password should be different, much stronger. Because this is a lab environment, testing environment, so we can perform insecure password. That's all right. So now the Splunk is starting here. Now you can see Splunk is available on this URL. So we can use either the URL to log into the Splunk Enterprise, or we can use the IP addresses as well. But before that, we need to make sure one more thing is here. Sudo Splunk need to enable boot start. So as soon as I restart the virtual machine, the Splunk engine will automatically restart. We do not have to start the Splunk engine manually. So it has been init script installed at this location, and init script is configured to run at boot. That's all right. This was on the first node. Let's try to access this node. I'm using Chrome web browser, http 192.168.31.10:8000. Right. Yes, that's all right. spadmin, and my password was admin at 123. If everything is okay, we'll be login and we'll be able to see the dashboard and other functionalities what is available in the Splunk. Everything will be available for us here. Yes, perfectly all right. Perfectly all right. I don't want to save it. Let it be as it is. Oh, wow. Everything seems to be okay. We successfully logged into the Splunk environment. That's all right. This is the location from where we can configure our cluster. So here we can go for the indexer clustering. So presently, let me install the Splunk Enterprise on other nodes as well. Let's go to this node 2. cd opt, same, I copied. So sudo tar hyphen zxvf splunk. That's all right. Installation of Splunk is quite easy. Okay. Password for Splunk. Why? Admin at 123. It should be alright. Yep. I think I mismatched the password. I wrongly typed the password. There might be some typo error. Wow. That's wonderful. It's done. Let's go to the Splunk and then bin, and let's start the Splunk. Sudo Splunk start, and because first time it is installed on this new node, so we need to accept the license. However, I am using the trial version. Now, administrator username, it should be the same. Administrator username on all the nodes should be the same. So my administrator was on the first node was spadmin and provided the password. Admin username and password is the same here. That's all right. It should be ready now. Everything seems to be okay. Node 02, fine. Everything seems to be all right. Let it be start. And same process we will do on the third node as well.
Once our nodes will be ready, then we will decide which node to be as manager, CM, and which node will be behave like the peer nodes. That's all right. Now the sudo Splunk enable boot start. That's all right. Done. Same we perform here on the node 3. We have and then Splunk. That's all right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. So what I will do during the installation, during the configuration of peer nodes as well, once we can take the GUI and from our command prompt as well, where we can configure our server.conf file. Let's verify the availability of the Splunk folder here. Okay, why the permission has been denied for this one? You can check it out. Cannot open directory. Fine. Opt. So change owner -r. Colon Splunk opt ls now cd opt ls fine. Okay, sudo rm -rf Splunk. I'm sorry, I think I did a mistake here. I wrongly select the software. Yeah, my mistake, my bad. When we are in hurry, we did such kind of mistakes. Apologies for that. Ah, Splunk 9.3. That's all right. Seems to be okay. ls fine. Sudo dot hyphen xvf. That's all right. It should be all right now. Instead of Splunk Enterprise, I just copied the Splunk Phantom, which was the Splunk Soul. But I should have done the Splunk Enterprise. I did the mistake. Okay. I hope this should be okay. Yeah, perfect. CD Splunk. And then we go to the bin folder. And our Splunk runnable is here. Start the Splunk. Same, because this is the first time, so we need to accept the license. And SP admin username should be the same and password should be the same. I'm using the same here. That's all right. Okay, sudo Splunk enable boot start. Perfect. Everything is seems to be okay. We have 3 nodes now, and all the nodes are available. So let's make changes now. I'm accessing this area. Let's go to the settings, and under the distributed environment, select the indexer clustering. So presently we do not have any indexer clustering. Just enable the indexer clustering here. So it will ask us what you want. So presently I want the manager node because this is the first node. I want to create it, treat it as a manager node, that is called centralized manager CM node. Let's go to next. Replication factors. Number of copies of raw data that you want to cluster in the main. I don't want 3. I just want 2 because 2 peer nodes I'm going to create. So make sure you will change it here. Search factor 2. That's all right. Security key. It's always a good idea if we can provide a security key. I need to make change here and here. My cluster. What will be the name of my cluster? Just provide a label here. My demo cluster. I just give a label. Simple my demo cluster. If you want, you can add some other keywords as well, like my Splunk cluster or something else. Let me change it to the naming should be good. SPLUNK. I give it a name my Splunk cluster. Enable manager node. I don't want to save the password here. Once we enable it, it will ask us to restart. If you don't want to restart now, it's okay. Or if you want now, you can restart it. It will take a minute or two. So my Splunk engine is restarting. Splunk Enterprising is restarting because we changed the environment. We converted this Splunk as a manager node. So manager node will always look towards the managing the entire network, entire Splunk area, and it will see where we have to configure the peering nodes as well. So presently, I will create the peer node as from the GUI mode itself. So restart successful. Everything seems to be okay. Let's log in again. SP admin and password. That's all right. There are some changes happened on the background. Now you see it says indexer clustering. This is my manager node. However, I do not have any peer node configured. This is my manager node which is up and running. It is accessible through the port number 8089. That's all right. This is GUID associated with this manager node. So where the actual change happened, let's verify that place here. If I can say, wait a minute. Let me clear the screen. Sudo cat. Okay, that is opt Splunk. Instead of bin, now I am going to the etc folder inside the Splunk directory. Under etc folder, we have called the system folder, and under system, we will find some more options. The local, and under local, we will find the server.configuration file. Just see, this has been done. This is the last area. You can see the clustering. This code already been created. It says cluster label. We provided the label my Splunk cluster. It says mode. It is the manager node. Pass for SIM key. That is symmetric key. If you remember, I gave it a name like admin@123. So it automatically encrypted and changed it, masked with some other keywords. And replication factors are 2 here. That's all right. So this is server.configuration file got changed. If we go to the second node here, and let's verify if server.conf file is showing some information. Cat opt splunk etc local. You see what is happening here? Now you can splunk etc. You will search for the local file here, local directory. I guess we'll be able to see. You won't be able to see the local directory presently in present scenario. That's all right. Let's go and make changes here now. So we have the no peer node configured here. So I guess we are okay. Let's try to go to the settings, indexer clustering once more. So it says I'm all right here. That's perfect. Let's go to the second node. Access the second node from here. http://192.168.31.11:8000. It should be all right. My username is same, spadmin, password is same, admin at 123, and let's go. That's all right. So this is my node, second node. I'm just trying to create this node as a peering node here. Same under the settings, go for the indexer clustering. Rotate, enable clustering here. This node I'm selecting the peer node here, which will receive and index the incoming data. And they also replicate data from the other nodes in the cluster. So this is the first peer node here. Manager URI. So URI that was like 192.168.31.10, port number 8089, and peer replication port. This is very important to understand. We can have the multiple peer nodes, so every peer node must have a separate replication port. So I am using 9887, port number 9887 here, and security key it should be the same which we already been provided in our manager node. That was I was using admin at 123. If everything goes well, it should create a peer node configuration. Enable peer node. So it says restart is required here. Now I am going to restart now. It will take another minute and our peer node will be ready here. After restarting, we will be able to see the peer node here. So it is still restarting the Splunk engine. Let it be done and we will be able to see the peer node appear here. Okay, just we need to be a little bit of patience. Just keep a patience here. This video might take another couple of minutes depending on how quickly the peer node got configured. That's all right. It's restarting and you see my node 2. You see here this is the peer node. If you check it out, my indexers, my search head is node 01 and I have one peer node that is known as node 02. This is the location. Replication port is 9887 and generation ID. What is the IT here? Everything seems to be okay. Search factor is not met. That's all right. Replication factor is not met because we configure in our environment. If we check it out, search heads, we configure minimum 2 search heads should be there. So I think this should be okay. If I can go to SP admin and admin at 123, just login. Need to make changes here. Okay. Now you see here the cluster peer is unable to handle the request at this time. This means either the cluster peer unable to communicate with the cluster manager or cluster manager does not have replication factor peer added to the cluster. That's all right. We can live with that. There is no challenge here. Uh, that can be done because it is looking for the peer node here. Rest everything is okay. We can check it out. The cluster is not reachable. Fine, because we do not have the peer node configured here. Let's go and check what the changes have been made here. At this time, we can see some options. Okay, node 02. All right. See, uh, clear the screen. Let's go sudo cat. Just read some options. Splunk etc. And this is the changing here. What are the changes? We can find out some systems will be here, and then local, and then server.config, and we can get it the idea what changes has been done. You can see the last option, but before that you see one thing is happening here that has been added, that is called the peer replication underscore port 9887. It is a separate block. Now new block is clustering, which says okay, what do I have? I have master URI. We give it mode. This comes here. The mode has been paired, and this is our password symmetry key. We gave the symmetry key different here. Admin at the rate 123, but in the server, the manager mode node it is changed, and here in the peer node it's different. Let's try to make some changes into our environment on the Splunk node, third node, by modifying the our server.conf file. So just sudo nano, I can see opt Splunk etc system local and server.conf. So you can see here we go to the end, we will not find any separate block. So my first block will be, if you see here I am going to change, I will go to make changes here, replication port. Either I can copy from here or I can just type here replication underscore port. You see the way they written the port is here, replication underscore port colon / 9887, but this time I will change it to 9888. If you recall, we open this port into our environment. Just compare, everything seems to be okay. Replication underscore port colon / 9887, and here I change it to 9888. Both every peer node must have a separate replication port. Now here I am just configuring here the clustering. So clustering will start from this area. You can see ERING. So in the clustering, first we give the master URI, then mode equal to peer, and then pass for SIM key. These operations, these we need to type here. And sooner you will find this master URI will be replaced with the keyword called manager URI, manager underscore URI. That will be same. Master underscore URI. I can give the same because this is my URI on the master node here. We do not have to make changes. Everything should be same. My Port number is all right. Port number will be same. HTTP colon 192.168.31.10 colon 8089. If everything seems to be okay, I hope we are all right. Sorry, make it HTTPS. That's all right. That's all right. No problem at all. Then I need to set up the mode equal to peer, and then pass for MMKEY. Make sure our spelling should be the same. PASS for SIM key. PASS for SIM. SIM as capital and key K capital. So here, what I need to do, we need to make small changes. SIM key equal to, I can give admin at 123. That's it. So it now this node will be converted to the peer node. If everything is okay, all right, we will be able to successfully convert this node to the peer node here. Seems to be all right. Let's go here. I can say my peer node 1 peer node here, and now I can check it out here. Sudo Splunk restart. Let's restart the Splunk. If everything is okay, whatever the configuration we have provided in the server.conf file, if it works fine, we will be able to see the node03.local here as a peer node. Let's hope for the best. Let's wait for restarting of our Splunk. So once the Splunk Enterprise will restart successfully, we will be able to see the appearance of node 03 here. And that will prove that our peer node will be converted to 2 here. If something went wrong, then we need to reconfigure our server.conf file. Yep, great, wonderful. There is no challenge, nothing is there, everything is done. You can see my node 03 and node 02 both are available as peer node. You see all the setting which was showing something is missing, that some part is missing, which was not available, they has been clearly cleared now. It says my cluster nodes are easily available. Everything is properly configured. You are giving us the information which version of Splunk is here. Let's everything. By default, 3 indexers are showing. That's all right. And then we have the single search head, that is my manager node here. So this is the end of the story for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you feel something is missing, please let me know. Thank you very much for your patience. Have a nice time ahead. Bye bye.